I said we'd have a live today from 3 p.m. I won't be here for so long. The rain has me stuck. I'm supposed to be somewhere, but I'm waiting for the rain to stop and then I resume. So how are you doing? I hope you're okay. So, I had promised to talk about whatever you people wanted me to talk about today, but clearly you don't want me to talk about anything, because when I left the what? Let me see. When I left, okay, most of you are looking forward to this. So when I left the comment on my community tab asking you to ask me anything you wanted me to talk about, I only got one question. Maybe I'll talk about that. So let's shield each other from rain for now. So someone called Richard Yiga wanted me to talk about the price of roofing bars, cost of roofing, iron bars, and cost of timber. There is two things I understand with this question. Roofing bars, they are steel. It's just a collection of steel. That's strong steel. I haven't seen many people roofing their houses with steel, unless when he meant something else. Because the steel bars that you should have said hi. Hi, Andrew. Yes, I was in Gaya's 2 weeks ago. Yeah. How are you, Andrew? You should have come and said hi. I would have liked that. So, yeah, I like you too. I like you too. Oh my God, this rain is not about to stop. Oh, you are driving. Nice. So nonetheless, I'm still going to address, I'm sure you'll see me in theirs again soon. Hopefully this time you won't be driving. I believe I was walking. I was going somewhere. So, where was I? Now, the gentleman, Mr. Iga, that wants to know the price of steel bars. Now, steel bars, I've made a video on this, and oftentimes I don't like repeating myself, but let me just repeat myself for your sake, for just a little bit. When you're buying steel bars, the one thing we don't tell you is that Uganda has multiple companies that are making these steel bars. So you might be buying, that's why you can hear someone say, I bought my Y10s at 35, another person says 32, and another person says 28. Yeah, there are those who are even buying them at 25,000 Ugandan shillings. So at the end of the day, it comes down to what type are you buying. But since most people don't know the difference in these companies and brands, they just buy whatever they see. Nonetheless, or depending on what you're doing, if you're building your house, the steel bars are going you're going to use them to make columns. You're going to use them to make columns and beams. So I believe the most expensive steel bar that you're going to use is a T16, but there is bigger, by the way. They are bigger steel bars, but those ones, by the time you want to use those, that means you're starting up some kind of factory. I don't think you need my information for that. But those costs each might cost you around 130 to 140. The very big ones, those that go beyond T16. Now, the rest of us, we are spending between 55 to 76, depending on the company that's actually making those steel bars for you. But also remember, one steel bar is as long as 16 feet, I think, 14 point something to 16. So when you're doing a column, look at the height of your column. or your beam, and then measure it against the height of the of the steel bar. Once you have those measurements, one steel bar can be divided. If it's long enough and your building is not that long or that wide, it can be divided and it can some more ground for you, because you're not going to put the whole steel bar in at once in one side, unless you're of course building something very big. Now we also have the situation where, now for the iron sheets, there are many things you can use to roof your house, Mr. Iga. There are different companies of iron sheets in Uganda. We have roofings, we have Uganda Bati, we have Chiboko. There is that one from Ginger. What is it called? Now, I'm a little bit busy lately, but I'm planning on actually going to these factories. Now, there are people who want to start businesses in the construction industry. So far, the prices I've been giving you will not be sufficient except for the tiles. But for the rest of the people, if you want to get into business in the construction world, I will have to go to the factories themselves, because most of you fear for nothing. Some people fear to go to these factories because they believe maybe they sell certain quantities when you go to the factories. No. I've spoken to different people from different factories, and they've told me and assured me, if someone is coming to the factory, even if you're buying, now for example, iron sheets, even if you're buying for your small house, even if it's just 10 iron sheets, they will give you at the same price they will give someone who is taking 100 iron sheets. Yes. So the factory does not discriminate against quantity. So you have to know that. So I want to get time and go to these different places and get you actual factory prices from the factory makers themselves. Because when we are dealing with people in the construction industry, we are dealing with middlemen. I don't know if you understand what a middleman is. A middleman is someone who is between you and the provider, or someone that bridges the gap between the producer and the consumer. So there are so many middlemen in the construction industry that actually bridge that gap, and in a way it assists and it speeds up, it enables the fast growth of the construction industry. In the last live I did, I remember explaining to you certain industries that you can get in and actually do make money. I also have plans to get into the construction industry as a supplier of something myself. Once I have the right funds, I'm definitely going to get into it. Because if you're busy, there are certain things you can do. Hi, Margaret. I want to say hi to the people who watch me.
No, I have nothing. I'll talk another time.
The live has gotten me at work, so I was really going to a nice place to do the live from there, and the moment it clocked 2, the rain started, and to now it's been raining. So where was I? I was about to give you a couple of ideas. If you want to get into the construction industry, things you can actually make money from. This is one thing you have to understand. Uganda is still a developing country. Uganda being a developing country, yeah, I don't want to call my country a third world country, but in a way that's a blessing in disguise. Every time a country is in the third world category, it means there is room for growth. It means anything you give the people, the masses, they will take it, because there is demand for everything. That's why I don't believe if anyone tells me, but don't do this business, it won't work. No, it's your attitude that won't work. It's your attitude. Fix it, gain interest, everything will work out just fine. Are we together? So in the construction industry, if you're going to start something, maybe a hardware or anything, I know the profits are not so attractive, because you're going to buy a bag of cement at maybe on wholesale at maybe 30, 31, and you're going to sell it at 31,500 or 32. Yes. and you're going to find yourself getting 1,000 shillings off that bag of cement as profit. But you're forgetting there is quick money in this world, but then there is also something they call financial discipline in collection. You can collect that 1,000 shillings if you're able to sell 100 bags of cement. Give me a calculator. Now I am poor. I want to calculate something. Calculator. Calculator. It's a sim. You're charging. And now that glass of calculator. I was about to do some math for you. I'm still going to do it. So if you're making 500 shillings off something, all right, and this is the money you have as profit, because yes, you're looking at the 32,000 shillings, 33, but that's not your profit. That's like, make sure this is my life plan. If I spend 15 million to start a business, I'm not going to rest until I've generated that 15 million back, put it somewhere else, and then start getting profits. Even when I'm still getting money out of this business, until that business has generated that 15 million for me, I'm not counting anything as profit. That is me. That is me. So it's like having a child. When you have your child, this child is a baby. You're not expecting any positivity or productivity from this child for the next 4 years, because when the child is 4 years, then you're going to start sending the kid, send me that car, give me those keys. You see, these are your profits. Yes, they're your profits. I don't believe in raising your child and then waiting for your child to actually start making money and then you them. No, it's not right. At what point is this child of yours going to actually make their own life or accumulate their own money? You see, so a lot of the African society has put us in a bad place. It's not bad to assist your family, but it's not good for them to completely depend on you. It leaves you in a place of stagnatism. You're going to be stuck. I haven't, So your profits are going to turn to be the joy of seeing this child, the joy of sending this child to help you with something, those small things, the chores the child will do, the laughter, when your child is healthy. These are the rewards of parenthood. They have nothing. Your child is not your retirement plan. Your child can be your family. You can give birth to your kids to start your own family, but never have your children as your retirement plan, because none of us is God and life is shifty. You can give birth and then you give up on your own life and give up on yourself, and then something bad happens, God forbid, and your child gets into a bad accident. Something bad happens to them. You understand? Or maybe their life doesn't pan out so quickly like you hoped, So even when you have children, continue supporting them until they are stable. No matter how old, these are your responsibilities. Growing up, they would say, a child does not cease to be a child before their parent. Yes, that's true. Now let's get back to business. I was still telling you. So about the whole calculation of the business, your actual profit would be that 500 shillings. Maybe if you've bought 500 or 700 bags of cement. And to start a business, you don't have to start so big. You can actually start with 100 bags of cement, But make sure wherever you're putting this business it's an active place. How do I put this? Make sure there are people there who are building. Even if someone is building a one-bedroom house, they will need cement. Hey, they will. Even if someone is going to build a tiny fence, they are going to require cement. So make sure you're in an area where people are evolving. Land is being sold. People are building small houses, even if they're not mansions. Then be there and set up your car hardware. Yeah, leave it there. But make sure if you're not on ground, put things you can easily account for. You know, if you put someone there and someone disappears with a bag of cement, you know I gave you 20 bags of cement, 50 bags of cement. This is what I'm expecting. So what happens is, these are things you can easily account for. Things like tiles. No one is going to come and buy one tile. Even if someone has built and tiled and they are left with one tile, they will still buy a box. See? So you know these things, you're selling them in boxes. So look at something, because actually there is money in construction, but I think we don't know the right parts of construction to get in. You know, people think to start a hardware you only need to you need to have big money. You don't, and you don't need to start with everything. So Mr. Iga, about your iron sheets, if you actually want to roof your house and you don't know how to calculate your own plan, the roof plan, just walk into any roofing office. You know, roofings, they have offices. But they have offices. Chiboko, what. All these people have offices. Walk in with your roof plan and tell them, how many iron sheets would I need to roof this? They'll tell you, and they'll give you an accurate number. And they will even give you prices. Some of these things you just need directions, because these people change their prices per year. Actually, some of the videos I did, I have to redo them, because now, for example, the prices of steel bars have gone slightly down. They've gone slightly down, so I have to look into that. I was also thinking about documenting prices of construction material in Kampala, because I've been spending a lot of time this side lately. I'm looking at those blocks because I wanted to show you something. There are people who are doing math for you. Gababa gamba, a brick, a soil brick costs this, and the excuse they're giving you is because you're in Kampala. But I wanted to actually document these prices for you, so that you actually see. Nti dala. Things are not as expensive as people make them seem. I'm serious, they are not. Then those blocks, the construction blocks. Then I want you to see how, if the farther you are from Kampala, some things become more expensive the farther you are from Kampala. Surprisingly, people think this is even a joke. There are certain things that become cheaper the farther you are from Kampala, but majority of things, especially commercial goods, they become more expensive the farther you get away from Kampala. I've been to a local restaurant somewhere in Kamuli Ginger. These people were in a rugged place, and they were the cheapest. They were selling the cheapest food, 7K. But if you saw the food, you'd be like, Kanzile Kampala. Let me go back to Kampala and get my food, my 7K food that is like, you're getting fish. You're getting me? But someone is selling you meat, one piece like this at 7K, and this is the cheapest person they have in the area. I was in Ginger recently, and I looked for, those bush shops we have in Kampala that are close to each other like this, where you can even find people who are making munanasi, those passion fruit juices. You people in Ginger, maybe I was in the town, Ginger town, but you people, I could not find a single person selling munanas. Munanas is like the boiled pineapple juice. You people, I walked up to the park down there, and even those were like, who still takes that? Can you imagine Ginger? But here in Kampala, every time you rotate here, you say, hey, I want bananas. They have. This is supposed to show you something. Outside Kampala, these areas are developing fast. Someone will be busy selling to you an acre of land somewhere in Ginger very cheaply, and you say, "Ani again the Ginger." But I'm telling you, the rate at which the country is growing, by the way, these days, anywhere someone is selling, as long as they have a title, buy. You people have seen growth. There are places, now I was in Kayunga somewhere late last month. You people, this was my second time in Kayunga. The first time I was in Kayunga, I was a bit young. It was years ago. We're actually passing through. They didn't even have a made road. It was there, but it was so cracked. The buildings I've seen there were not, they were not there. You people, anywhere you hear that they're selling land and it is titled and you can afford it, don't worry. Don't worry about the electricity. Don't worry about the water. Stock that land. Stock it. As long as they have a proper title, buy it. Buy it. You people, development is moving fast. So fast. So fast. The only thing that is keeping some places in this country not developing at that rate is failure for people who hold that land to sell. Most people don't want to sell. Other people don't want new people to move into their areas, especially those conservative areas. You can find areas deep, and they don't want new people. When you're new, you look like an alien there. Now there is also that issue, so you kind of have to be friendly. But wherever you actually hear land and you have the money, stock it. You buy it, hold it. Just hold that land. Hold. Because I know people to this day, people are selling an acre of land at 10M, 8M, a titled acre. I know them in Uganda, but I'm not telling you. I don't want to deal in land yet. Because the rate at which the country is developing, people are developing themselves. You see all these people who are flying out to go and work. What do you think they're doing? When they get money like this, they come back and start building, buying this, doing that, doing business. And Uganda is a bit lucky because we don't have hefty taxes. We have taxes, but our taxes are not entirely affecting small business owners. In Uganda, you're pay as you earn, I think. For small business owners, they are paying that KCCA license. But those are people who are within Kampala. People who are outside Kampala, woyagalira, wozukukira, oba inaka capital kameka nokola. You understand? There is no need for you to look for documents. I have someone sign this for you, get approved. No, you wake up in the morning with whatever money you have, and you start making money. In fact, you even start slowly. You say, Nina byantunda wano munguleko, and people are going to come and support you. And you're not paying a dime to any tax company, nothing. So we are still lucky like that. Being a third world country, I'm glad we are in a third world country because we have room for development. 50 years from now, the things we are able to do, our kids or our grandkids might not be in position to do. They might not, because the country will be so developed. There are people I see right now. Now look at Chanja, Chisasi. Not Chisasi, was a little bit developed back in the day, but go down to Chanja and the areas surrounding it, Koma, Mboga, what. When you look at the old homes in those places, they were family homes. The way you would say, someone says, we have a home in the village, and that's where they bury us. These places are so developed right now that the people who are buried there have to be moved because development does not allow it anymore. You can't wake up in the morning, die, and they bury you in Chanja. And they bury you in Kololo. Who are you? Do you get me? Even if it's your own land, burying someone on that land is going to depreciate it. So, do you see places which people used to see as far? Eyowala, they are so developed. Gayaza munene, but you move through Gayaza takyagulikako. I've wondered bana enkuba egamye okukya mu Nsaasire, but I have a program at 4:30, so I'm hoping by 4:30 the rain has stopped ngende. But my people, I'm going to be coming here and wasting your time, but we're not wasting time, we are brainstorming. And going forward, maybe we shall learn a thing or two from me. And if you want me to learn something, you also tell me. But me, my job is to see, analyze, and research. Me, I can research. I see things and I ask questions. And if I'm not convinced, I will go and research. We are past the age where we continuously bicker and argue about things just to prove a point. But you can start anything, anywhere in this country, and you're going to make money. Me, I don't believe in holding money in a bank account. I'm a risk taker. I'm a heavy risk taker. Nenga tafulumye. So, nze wenkwata ku sente went, I look for where to put it. Wezinsala, aizulu. Bwenfuna, alhamdulillah. Hey, I get what I get, but I don't believe in holding money. Nze nteke sente kwa account zibeere okwo. No. Nze the moment I'm expecting money from somewhere, I start planning. Nkolechi. What can I do? Yeah? And stop looking for heavy profits. Get what you can get and use the little you're getting to get more. Quick money is good. And yes, many people are rich by theft, thuggery, serious thuggery. Hey, if you're a smart thief and you haven't been caught, good for you. As long as you are not putting anyone's life in danger, you're not taking a life, yeah, that's clean money for you. But at the end of the day, is there clean money? We work hard, yes, but at the end of the day, man, I'm not advising you to go and break banks. I'm just saying, this country is developing fast. Take chances. Take chances. Those days zagwako da, where we used to hide money under the bed, and be very wary of these loans. People who are loaning money, they've made it so simple for you. Why do you think someone makes it easy for you to get money from them? Think about it. Someone tells you, I can loan you money, right? They tamwade collateral. They're just taking maybe your national ID and something. Still, don't jubilate yet. Ask yourself, why is this person giving me this kind of money so quickly? The returns are insane. Someone wants to give you 100K, but they're giving you, let's say, 80K. On top of this 80K, they've charged you simanya bichi. What was the other lady telling me last time? Mbo yabasaba emitwalo 10 ne bamujjako ebiri ejjakatabo kyokka ne ku 10 ne bamuwa 8 ne bamugamba nzijiri ebiri ja service fee. Are you listening to me? Hi Jaman, pleasure seeing you. We need more construction warehouse prices. Warehouse or wholesale? I'm going to give you more prices. Busy. I'm so busy. Even as I speak, I'm still at work and I'm supposed to move out. I was supposed to move out an hour ago. I'm going to give you, by the way, no one enjoys to do YouTube more than me. I enjoy this. I come and talk to you people. It's nice talking to people, you know. It's quite nice. I talk to you people and it It makes me happy. So I'll be coming here more often. I'll be spending more time with you. And I'm going to give you more prices, but I was still telling you about that loan thing. So this chick wanted to borrow 100K. They told her to first pay 20K for some kind of book. Now, how do you pay 20,000 shillings for a book? No mwana wa nursery, no wa P7, talina kitabo kye bawandiikamu kigula mitwalo ebiri. And you can pay. Maybe nze mbala nnyo. But awo bongobye there and then. Awo sookera okungobera. But usually, of course, not to attach blame. Thanks, Jamine. Thanks for the contribution. Maybe me, mbala nnyo. But me, when I'm going to do something and the moment someone tries, you're supposed to help me, but then again, you're trying to take from me. Awokanira. Lunch on me. But dinner. Thank you so much, Jamine. By the way, people, thank you for the contributions you make to the channel. At the end of this month, I think I'll have my PIN and I'll be able to tell you how much money I will be getting from the channel. I'll be disclosing my first check if I get it, but I will get it. So thank you. Now, after deducting 20K from her, they go ahead and instead of giving her the 100K, they give her 80K with the excuse of this is service fee. On top of that, they tell her she must give them, was it 8,000 every day? What was it? Oh God, I have to ask her again. But they tell her to give them a percentage every day. But when you look at what this lady does for a living, in life, but there are certain things that people should not, there are some people in life that you should not take advantage of. Because be it this lifetime or the next lifetime, you will pay. Even if you don't pay, there are some curses that will skip you to the next generation. Because you're seeing a woman, she's a mother of three, I think she's 3, selling tomatoes, onions, grocery, but those the cheapest type. And you put her through that, and you're smiling, walking away with 40K clean money to you without first even getting the money you gave her back. On top of that, you want her to pay, because for you, you're saying in the book you gave this person 100,000, right? The 20K, that one, they're not even counting it. So you gave this person 80K, but you're counting 100,000. You took the 20K from this person. Then you're expecting this person to pay back 130. Are you looking at this? It's like this person has only lost money, more money, gotten more pressurized, stressed, disoriented, unstable. It's not because people are going through things where people are going through stuff, and it's sad. It's sad that we are doing this to ourselves. We lack any kind of kindness to say, okay, you know what? Let me just give this person money. Because you're looking at, this is a single mother of 3. And imagine if she pays back 130K. You already took 40K from this person, because at this point she said she didn't even have the 20K. The 20 from that 80K. So you've practically given this person 60K, 60,000 shillings, and you want this person to pay 130. That is 10,000 more, double. You've doubled it and even added an extra 10,000 more than what you gave this person. But because this person has no choice, you people, we are living in a world of eat or be eaten. It's like dog eat man or man eat dog kind of situation. We are living in a cruel world. It's insane. It's insane. people are so cruel. Humphrey buza ku bantu.
How are you?
Ate bakulapa. These are my workmates. I'm still in office. So, man.
Yeah, I'm going to put it.
And this is just one scenario. Kubanga, imagine what happens when this woman doesn't pay every day that 8K they told her to pay. What happens? They give her a penalty of 2,000 shillings. You people. Excuse me. And you are so happy that you are making money. You people do not, how do you say, don't tempt God. Do not tempt God's wrath. There are certain things you're doing in this world, and no matter what you feel about yourself, no matter where you go. Oh, sister to sister is here. I'm about to leave. Hi, sister. How are you? How is your day? I was still saying, no matter how much you think you're a good person, there are some things you do in life that will never leave you. Have you ever been surrounded by people and you just don't want to be around them because you feel their energy is wrong? I know people like that. You people, you're making people cry out here, intentionally or unintentionally. But if you're intentionally making someone suffer, for every tear that person sheds, sweetheart, you will pay. I'm not here to preach. I'm just telling you facts. We are living in a world where we are not accountable for our actions anymore. We like to hide and live in secrecy of the things we do. I don't know, not to be all high and mighty, but how do you do something to someone and you sleep so perfectly at night and you wake up and live your good life, you live your good day, you're perfectly fine? How do you do it? Because me, even when I do something, I know at the back of my mind it lingers. I know I have to do this because I have to fix it. I can't have peace until I've fixed it. I can't. Maybe in the end we are quite different. But I'm just saying, back to business. In Uganda is growing. People are making money and bringing it back home. And for me, that's a win. It's a win. We have our brothers and sisters going to the Arab side, and they're making money. You know, it's not simple, but they are making money, and they're coming home and developing home. You see, any good thing you do in Uganda, even if you're doing it for yourself, you're developing the country. Even if you wake up in the morning and you paint your house a new color, you've developed the country. Yes, you've changed the image of your area. Even if you wake up in the morning and you dig your road, you do it nicely, you've developed the country. And Uganda still has a lot of places that need developing. So don't limit yourself. Don't bandwagon and say, me, I will only buy here. If I can't get here, I'm not going. Please open your mind. You're talking to someone that woke up in the morning and left the city, left a certain life to go to a certain life. I've started over like 10 times. And what's funny is that I'm still here. And for every single life I've restarted, it's been perfectly fantastic. It's not been simple. I think I'm living my 6th life now. Ow! Wait, I should live this life. I've been gifted money! Thank you, sister. I actually have to work on my pin now. Oh, thank you. I'm going to do a gig, my night gig that takes me probably 6 hours. I'll be sleeping like at 2. Thank you, sister. I've just made money. I've made money.
Hey, how much?
88,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they gift me money. I'm just, wow. What could have been? Yes, please. I'm working on it. By the end of this month, I requested they should send it. I'll say there are people who have been here for me. They saw me in my last bad time. German is one of those people. Sister to Sister is one of those people. You all saw me at my lowest. And I still have them here. I'm so happy. Have you seen my growth? Look at me. I'm not that girl that was crying every day. I'm not crying anymore. I have my shit together now. You know, I still do my charities on the low. But of course, there is one we have to do together in December. You know, I have big plans now for me. And that's a sign. For me, it shows you that life continues. You can have as many lives. You know how they say a cat has 9 lives? I feel like as humans, we have over 10 lives. For every bad thing that happens to you, you reset and start over. That's your new life. I am living a new life and I love it. I'm so happy. Oh man, I should go. Oh, past times are behind you. You rise up, continue to rise up and shine. Oh, I'm gonna shine all right. I'm gonna shine all right. And I want to make everybody shine with me. You know? I may not have much to offer, but trust me, I know I have something to offer. I know my spirit is strong enough to shine bright for everyone. So we're going to bask in my spirit and we're going to be happy. We're going to be happy. I feel like I should be an example of rise and shine. Rise and shine, sweetheart. Better days are coming and they are coming. I know I have more days coming that are better. I'm so happy. Yes, self-care. Yes, indeed. Self-care. I take that more seriously. I have so much peace. My mind is at peace. I am so happy with myself. Above all, I found solace and happiness within myself. I didn't know that kind of happiness existed. It does. You can just love yourself enough that the love you actually have overshadows all hate, all pain, all trouble. That's where I'm at. I have to go, my friends. Everyone that's contributed, I love you. Thank you. And even those that's participated, that's been in this live. We're going to do more lives. You know, we're going to do more lives and I'll keep you informed about my life. You know, at least the aspects that can help us grow together. I want to grow. I want to grow in every aspect. And I want to do it with you people because you're my family. It is true. I'm so happy being part of this. It's a good family. At least I get to choose this one. Have a nice day. I think it's still night there, but it's coming to morning. Have a good morning, everyone in the US and Europe, because I have some of you in the Europe. My brothers and sisters in Uganda, big love. Our side, it's raining. Our day is coming to an end, and other people's days are just beginning. See ya in the next one. It's 9 a.m. Wow. It's time for me to go and crack on. Thank you. The road is going to be fine. I'm actually so happy. Bossa, do you see that I'm happy? I am actually happy. Let me leave my workmates behind and disappear and go do something else. Bye.